Okay, good afternoon. Yeah. We do Expanding Universe today, or this afternoon. And I want to talk about something called Olber's paradox.
Album's paradox is called paradox is symbol and subzunda any nangsu the nation chaos here the tani mangu.
And it comes back to something we talked about right at the beginning, the issue of whether the universe is infinite or not. And it starts with a simple statement or question: why is the night sky dark? And you might think, why should we care? Why is this an interesting question? Okay, so we first remember that in this time, in the 1800s, the universe was described by Newton, and Newton believed that the universe was infinite. Now, if you have the old cosmology of the Greeks or the Romans, where the Earth is the center of the universe and the stars are lights on a crystal sphere, it's fine for the sky to be dark because there's space between the stars and there's only 6,000 stars, so of course it's dark between them.
Greek the Roman chilola and shell pop do yosha pop kama jade kama de any trudons machine medu zambala kama denzu parla and nam tomba mangu yore chesa sen to denzu na res labi mena and ko lab de chadi yores.
But if you have an infinite universe with an infinite number of stars, then you get a paradox. And it doesn't matter whether you consider stars or galaxies, it just means sources of light.
And if
So here's the problem. Pretty simple. If we're the center, this is our position, and we look outwards, and we see light, either a nearby galaxy or star. Just imagine now it's stars, infinite universe filled with stars. And we look out, and in this direction, quite quickly, we see a star in this direction. Maybe in this direction, we have to go further. So, and maybe you can find a direction where you don't hit a star for a long time. But if the universe is infinite, then logically every direction must eventually hit a star. And so in every direction there is light, there's brightness.
Mangbuchik do khegi res himbena jigden kham tha me jigden kham do yobe mena kera kyo khawal zu be dela ani kamachil ta tu di res ngamchi ma to.
This is a good analogy. You imagine you're in a forest with thin trees, but it's a very big forest, and you turn around and you look, and in every direction you see a tree. Sometimes the tree is nearby, sometimes the tree is quite far away, but eventually, every direction there's a tree. So there's just trees every direction.
So that the pelelo which karislam mena dineshing na jobi mena shina na lor shina tubu yobi na kiran tedu zambala ane kora korji cho khwa zu mena kiran zu khabdu dela ane shingdon je khedi res. Chasa ane shingdon khashe dyuna khigi yosigre khashe dis taring mo yobi shingdon khedi res. Khada manda shingdon mewa ke ane dikima tonje saing mares.
So the sky should not be black in between the stars if the universe is infinite.
Is a deal to Zambala, the kissing jigging comes here, and time away in Bina, Nam Nanglola, and don't come a maybe Ponja Nawungi Chadi, and a Megures. Some and chatting the Gaugardian Uris.
Here's a slightly more sophisticated way to think of it. You can do this, we could do this with mathematics, but I won't do it with mathematics. But here's a slightly more quantitative way of making the argument.
So the dig and Deshi Yadandi, Anzik son and Deshi Yaduri Imbina, Deshi Yazuring, Dungi Mess, Imbina, Anzi Peju Majiv Imbina, di con Tanki, Rodanjik Tone, Kodeuchi Bimbina, turn out the next 20 years.
So the law of radiation is inverse square law, which means the brightness from any object, a star, or the brightness or intensity, goes down with the square of the distance.
Chesa ani worki any Jungung Mobu condition bina Mobu diki any worki any shukze di condition any Joa Duris Lavin bina and Mobu di Yungseki any Nedida and the ship chisik needing park any Jantal tension any Joa do yours.
So if there's one star here and has this brightness, a star 2 times, I didn't draw it very accurately, but a star 2 times further away will have 1/4 the brightness.
Just a deal symbol that the Jandal ring to do Zambala, any worky, any shukse di chung di say Kazis do Slama, any Jandaki, Rangurki, any Dabchiki, any chung do race. Just a deal to Zambala, Karkur, Rangurki, Dabchik, di any Shijaki law. Just a deal to Zamba Pecha Shavi Menaslar di any Jandal Chiki, Sal Yubi, Kama Yubi Mena. And Kama diki any worky any shukse di chiki make up sla Jangda di any dab chiki check sa just Jangda new del yube Kama chimbina any cookie any work di any Tangbu diki shijachik yungu wrestler. Just a Tiganashi and then Sumri Kajilana any need a new gonna shiroa just any shijachik check yours. Tiganashi any Jangda the jig ni sum sal you Kama chimbina. Kama diki worki any shukse di khanis chegres lamina kama thangbo diki any guchajik chegres kajilana any sum dinde sum the gurbimna gurwa.
So this is very simple the way radiation goes. So imagine all the stars are the same. The further away the stars, the fainter they appear.
Nizu di to ne khartung yores lavimna ani kama dinzu thamung ne khorsu suzuki seja di jigba yimbina ani ko jangda ring do du zambala ani ngaju thoyala seja chung du yores.
Now here we are in the middle looking out to the stars.
Da ngaju suzuki nesa dine ma chilol kama zu teo kapslas.
And let's ask how many stars are at this distance.
And
it's 3 dimensions, so it's like a shell. So the surface area of the shell, the number of stars at this distance is proportional to the surface area of a sphere, which is 4.
Jangda di ne ane jangda di chikpa ingyo kama ke thang di manyu khandis chewa dur slavi mena ane di jangda di chise ki ane thanda dumsu yorwa phup di ki ane surface ngoy ki jajun khaje yemi ngoy ki jajun khaje swemi na disus ki ane kama ke thanga di ma yorwas.
So as you go out and look at larger and larger distances and count stars and keep going, the number of stars you count goes up as the square of the distance.
So dilasama dine de ba jangda di ar ge chung yo wi mena ane di jangda di chikba yimbe ki ane ngoy ge jajun khaje yoris lawi mena ane jajun di tung gures. So ta jajun di ma du zambala ar ring durwa sanje de ring du zambala ane ngoy ge jajun de cher durwa ngoy ge jajun cher du zambala kama ge thanga de dizus ki ane man du yores.
But the brightness of each star goes down with the square of the distance.
chesa ya kama ga thanga maun ro di ani thanda ardi rangyur chingma chik thon ru do chesa ina kama tha rin ro sambal kama dinju ki ani we ki seche di ma chaya di ani ta rangyur chingma di all malik yores chesa dile sambal go gu yores nyung ru res gorta.
So if you ask what is the total brightness of stars in this shell, it's you multiply the number of stars in the shell times the brightness of each star. And when you multiply this and this, the r goes away because you have r squared on top, r squared on the bottom, goes away. You just have a number, a constant.
Chesa dile sambal ta jangta chikba imbe ki ani ngö di ki nanglo las ra ani kama khachu yewa dunju changme ki se khaje res ladu sambala ani jangda de la yewe ke kama khaje yewa dinju changma da di ki thanga de da an kama re ke ani tanda seja khaje eme dini gyore ro chesa dini gyore re ladu sambala thang di da dini gyor gro thang di da dini gyor sambala de la artik ma jore ang rangyur ki thang jore de la ani ar rangyur thang chi gang chi wo do chesa dini sambal ang chikpa go chikpa ro dini ni mewa cha du res chesa dini mewa cha so na khadu eme na ani thangma thanga di ten rang chlai do chesa thanga jo mewa jores.
So it doesn't matter what distance you are, the total light from a shell is the same number, it's a constant. And if you have an infinite number of shells, you have an infinite amount of light.
Chesa dile sambal ta dinde ki ani shell lai do ani pakwa chida ba ngö jajun chida ba chi nanglo la ani kama chasan ki seja de dom yu du sambala ani dine ma cher du sambala we chung du na ani kama thanga da ma du sambala kyundum ani we seje ki sedi khadu yim na chi pa chagi yores chesa ta dine ma tha me we ke tha ring bo do yim na kama disu ki ma du sambala seja di ani gyo du yo ma res ten ra chi pa chagi yores.
Because the nearby stars gives you some amount of light. The next distance out, the same amount. The next distance, the same. And it keeps going forever. So the sky should be infinitely bright in this calculation.
Chesa dile tu sambal ta kira ani dine pakwa rimba chik la sangje chik nal yewe ki ani ngö pa ta jajun nal yewe kama dizu ki we ji tigre tiga na chilo yewe ki we ngö jajun din nal yewe kama dizu we tiga chik pa tigre chesa di tha mewa imba sonza kira nam la de du sambala ani we ki se di ani tha mewe ki ani we shuk chembo dizle sambala ani ta khaucho khawa de na ani kau ka jan imba thonggu yores.
So you are good debaters and familiar with the tradition, so we should look at the assumptions. Maybe one of the assumptions is wrong in this argument.
Chesa dile sambala kinjo ani kora sujung ki susu ki lamluk nanglo la choba joe ki ani lamluk du yor was chesa dile sambal thangmong ne sini shaya jor khelen le chesa dile sambal ta naung thong dinde se jan thonggu yo maro chesa naung thonggu yor chesa dile sambal thangmong ra ni nizuchik nor du yores.
I mean, the argument uses geometry, but I don't think the geometry is wrong, so that probably is correct. And the only other ingredient is the law by which the brightness goes down, the inverse square law, and that's a very simple part of physics, so that's probably not wrong also. And the third assumption is that the universe is infinite, so maybe that's the one that's wrong.
Chesa dile sambal dinalo thangbo ani chosha sum yores dinalo chashi thangbo khares labi mena ani tanda ani dine pa ani jangda re chen ro yundu sambala ani we se chen gyo do dan di kharla na ani yipji ki ani rodang to ne ngö kya kya zidang shdo di ju chesa di ani pe nori mares tiga na shi ani chik chembaji khares labi mena ani jangda da ani we ki ani se cheban ro da dinin ki ani dewa di ani namgyu ani kirtang le lau to ne ani digdu mindu ta che thumni shre de peche noriyo mares ta chashi sumba noriyo na khores la me na ani jigden kham ta tha me ores e joro this noriyo gires.
So as we will see, it turns out the answer to this problem, this paradox, is that the universe is expanding.
Chisa ta di ani khandis de dos de into samba di lend kharcha de yores la mana ani jigden kham jaji yores ya cha de yores.
So we will do an experiment to measure Hubble expansion using a balloon as a model. But first, let's look at what Hubble did. This was a discovery almost 100 years ago, very major discovery in cosmology by Hubble. It made him a famous astronomer.
In a dimadum Kingola and the Hubble sense, Hubble ki team set, 10 team set, Digo Laki, Chazadi, lo gas ki ngala ane karje rebe nang lo nye de be sanye da keshi shu chag yores.
He measured spectra of different galaxies. Here's this is a galaxy that looks big because it's nearby. This one smaller is further away, further away, further away. And he noticed that the further away the galaxy, the more the spectrum was shifted to the red, to longer wavelengths.
Chisa da ko kharcheres la na ane namla guzik den zol tevres guzik pesha na ane guzik de du den samba chejung den zol khatsamba de thanya dele de tisringa dele ring sta den zol ane ringshu cha de yores. Chisa da guzik den de tha ring do manda mandal yewe guzik den zol ki ane yene ma lewe ke we dele lab den zol pa khatam ki teng du samba la khazes ki ane tha ring yona dezus ki konan so yungwe ki lab ki tse di ani mau chola pa cho de yores dine le tsamba dine pha le tsamba la mau ge tse de ma do yores.
So he's made, and we call this shift to the red, we call it a red shift.
Chelo ta di ani marbu ge chola pa cho do yes do di imbe gumzen tene de la marbu se.
And you're probably familiar with the idea of a Doppler shift, where if a source of radiation is moving away from you, the light is red shifted, and if a source of radiation moves towards you, the light is blue shifted.
Chelo ta di ge tangbo ge je di marbu da ani ngobe se jur ta di khandes res la na Doppler ki shugje na du sambala kisi pine we yungu yobe bina we yungsa di khora kirang go sol so yung de yobe bina we da ma che maria che yungu yor ta dila ani marbu se we yungse ki ngobo di khora kirang ne pha du yudu yobe bina di mingla kharsel na di ngoya che thungor ta ngoshe che di mingla ani blue shift ngobe la laire.
So first it seems there's a big problem here, because if he looks at the galaxies in the sky and sees all redshift, all these galaxies are moving away from us, surely we are the center of the universe. Copernicus was wrong.
Chisa ani thangmong dos te samba de la yam semro jores cho khawa de na ani guzik den thangma nganzo ne pha chilo la ani dos duye wa marbe chol chindo duye wa dilla du samba la den nganzo ne thangma pha duye wa dos ting do chisa dilla du samba la nganzo di ani jigden kam ki ani u yimba doch a cha di yores den yimbe na Copernicus not de yoros.
So that may be a problem. We'll come back to that. The other thing Hubble saw, which is shown in the diagram here, is that the further away the galaxy, the larger the redshift.
Chisa ta di nori me de gel ke je she tiga na she en khorang ki khan thong yores lavim bena ani marbu do wa cha mai ba ani dine chu we yung se ki guzik den chu tha khajus ring ye bena thisus ki marbu yung ya marbu chol cho do ya di che de ani che yores.
So the nearby galaxies are moving away from us slowly, and the far away galaxies are moving away from us fast. And that's interesting too. What does that mean?
Chisa dila ju sambal ta di khating yores lavim bena guzik nganzo le tha nyawa de zo nganzo le pha du yor de ni bena kon roya di ani ther du yores nganzo le tha ring ki guzik den zo ani nganzo ne pha do za mai ba ani thando dile nyor jo du yores tha ring roya di kora.
So here is a little, before we do our experiment, we look at a little animation here.
Taji maji nyo la nganzo ki dela ani thanda animation like do de pesu khashish pa tungi.
So the red galaxy is the Milky Way, and you can measure the distance to any other galaxy. In this case, there are two neighbor galaxies, and if you look at the animation, so this galaxy is 2 times further away than this galaxy, and if you watch the speed, it's moving away faster.
Chisa ta thangbu de limbina ani ding anzu guzik chamu imbina guzik de da dini durdu sambala ulo sayachi gurgudoa chisa de sayani gurgudoa imbina ani thama pa kha tham durdu sambala de sayani cha de say chi cha za do chisa dini ni kha tham ya di ani jo chin doas.
And if you imagine you sitting on this galaxy and you're looking in every direction, yes, all the galaxies are moving away from you. None are coming towards, all moving away.
Chisa tiga na shi ta di nganzu guzik indu samba nganzu di nang lo de guzik shimba du ta du sambala guzik shimba sama chana le pa tha ring du doas khawata na ani susul sha je pa do ya cha di doas.
Okay, so let's do the experiment. So this, it will take a little while. I want to explain what you should do, so I don't have to interrupt the experiment. So it'll take a few minutes to explain. We're going to use the balloon for the universe, so it will make the universe where space is curved. Now that's a little bit of a problem because our universe, it turns out our universe is nearly flat.
제가 다디 나로라 아니 감부디 카르슬라베나 아니 나주크탄 직된 캄 나로리 판난 드레스 제가 다디 디날 감부디 아니 제일 푸게도 고차 디차로라 domzu 차로라 국디도 안고이디 예메나 나주 직된 캄 고이디 아니 고요 마로 칼랑 좀다 할람 다 레벨도 차디요 지고 만다오디요 레스.
Also, we can only do the experiment in 2 dimensions. So we are working with the surface of a balloon, which is 2-dimensional surface. In the real universe, the galaxies move through 3 dimensions. So we can't do that.
대가나시 강행지 카레슬라베나 단다 감부기 뭐데 초세 니미시 요마로와 파다 추미시 약차도 요마로와 야마악차도 요마로와 제자 모여니즈 에니 직된 캄푸나로라 아니 초세 som데로와 파추 야마상마 요로와.
So this is a little more accurate because it's flat. Space is flat in the diagram on the screen. But if you want, you can just imagine that the balloon is very large, right? If the balloon were the size of, this city or this monastery or this college, then the surface would almost have no curvature. So you can just imagine the balloon to be very large.
디 총제 간자 챕터야 당한주 강바디 간자 챕터야 데니 여비메나 아니 디눔 쳔보이도 잠 뭐 최시 춘주지일 때인도 잠발라 칼랑한자 레벨 차드르메쇼 국대교든 모시 도요 마르와스.
So let me describe it, and you should work in pairs for this. It's best to work 2 people. Because one person will be holding the balloon, another may be drawing, and then you will be measuring also.
제자다 당부 찍기 아니 감부도 셈디요레스 아니 셈바디 디가나 아니 탄다 까만도 좀 티기 아니 리니 장다다 체지구요스.
So what you're going to do is you're going to make 2 measurements. You're going to make your universe 2 different sizes and make measurements at each size.
제자 기란속에 아니 직된 감디 지중 먼저 니 소체 부연 지중 먼저 니 소체 아니 디갑스다 까만 펜스바게 장다 체지구요 제자 체제 니요레스 티마니.
So I suggest with these balloons, I suggest your first size be about this, and then the second size 2 times. Not more than that because the balloon will break. So it's probably something like this, and then something like this.
제가 감부디 냠둘라스 키란스 당부 안에 포디금스 갭스 포디금스 갭 디간 안에 까마든조 안에 티셰 까마든조 편주크 파르게 장다데 직센제 쇼스 디젤라 안에 포디금스 갭스 디레체 마갭 테그르다스 제가 디 갭냐니 ngama 까마든조 티샤고 든조 파르게 장다데 고네 직센제 쇼스.
When you have your balloon to the first size, you will draw 10 galaxies on it. Make one of them, they don't have to be spiral galaxies, doesn't matter. They could just be dot, doesn't matter, whatever you want. One of them is special, one of them is the Milky Way, so make sure you know which one, that's the home. And then the other ones, you make numbers 1, 2, 3, up to 9. So you have 10.
제가 당무에는 안에 감부 디감스 푸게로 디나로는 찌데 안에 다 믹스 기가우스 디 믹스 가진 레스 라베면 안존네스 구지 캬모 임베 다시 땡쇼스 타마우 춘절로가 게이나 가진 구지 그 옙데 구지 문에 나시 안에 딘데 소나 디레스 디 마이바야 키란소 안게 딘데 티션 칸데 직 티쇼스 안에 디네 디라 안에 구지 셴바 딘데 안에 구 티쇼스 제가 딜레스 뭐 촌돔 추차소.
Now I have a little advice on when you do this. Because the balloons are not perfect. They don't make a perfect sphere. It's best to avoid to not use the place near here because it will be a different shape. And sometimes this part is also a strange shape because the rubber,
제가 감부디 직다고 sob다고 쭝 차네 아니 감부기 카기 네데다 아니 제기 네 든졸라 다 갸비메나 코프 게두 잠바 딱다시파 나르투 마레스 제자 디 유 샤로치스 디 마이베 네 심바든졸 샤스.
So avoid these ends, but otherwise use the entire surface. So the 9 galaxies, don't make them all on one side, they make them all over the balloon.
제자 네 디니니 피제 아니 심바 아니 감부기 아니 잠두 상말 아니 파카트 야고치 제 탐데와 치 디로치스.
And make them different distances, make not a fixed pattern, something just random.
제가 안에 콘솔 펜싱 볼 장다데 찍어지냥 고려스라는 말에서 장당님이 라마다 유링동 라마다 유시 티쇼스.
Now we're going to have to get some pens because I think there's only a couple of pens there. Just let me finish the explanation, then I'll get the tapes.
Okay.
Can they draw with these pens?
Yeah.
Will they work? Oh, okay. So maybe you have pens. So what you're going to do, you will need your notebooks, and you're going to measure 9 distances. So you'll measure with a tape in centimeters, actually millimeters. Distance from Milky Way to 1, to 2, to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you will have 9 distances here and this is, we call this time 1. This is the first phase of the universe. This is the size of the universe now. And so this is Milky Way to 1, Milky Way to 2, and so on. So you do that, then you will blow the balloon up to a larger size. And this is time 2, bigger universe. And you measure the same distances again. Measure the same 9 distances. So you have 9 new numbers.
다 진짜서 들다. 당보 감부도 푸딩ams 예로. 디 갑도 잠발 티뎁 디 마텐스 감부도 푸딩ams 갑 안지라 따치 갑지 딩은주 구지 캐몰란 세. 디 마임베 아니 구지 셴바 카제스 티고레스 라웨나 아니 카와 카사딘데 구지 티로아. 구지 티지 아니 파르조 데라 아니 투주 당보라는 티스 아니 투주 당보라는 티스 투주 당보 값라 아니 nganzu guzi kemone ziweki ene guzi shemba 당보들라 아니 장다 가제스 두디 kenan su tsenji guris tanda tising tiginare thakwa de tigina digires millimeter 가제 두시 대신 tinjiro 대가나시 델라 구지 니와 줘로 구지 니와 디 장다 가제레 두디 아니 야 델 티구레스 아니 숨바치 구지 구바들리로 제가 다디 투주 당보 값으로 직된 감치 중 digams 예요 값 되네 고네 포기함네 금부데 digams 당게로 디 당두 example 아니 파교들이야 투주 니와라는 티스 투주 니와라는 슈 셴바제가 투주 니와라는 티네 아니 같이 그러슬라나 야 만주 밀기웨 구지 캐모다 아니 단지기 아니 구지 당보디니 파르기 장다디 다 खर्चा도 장다 खर्चा도 니와다 장다 खर्चा도 숨바다 장다 खर्도디 팀모 구마티구여다 Yes.
And here another little advice on how to do it. For the first size, of course, you will just be one person has to hold tight so the size doesn't change while the other person measures. When you make the second size, you can tie the balloon, then it's easier.
제자다 푸당보 게이로 푸당보 하는 감분 두바 야샤는 디그레 이마로 미지 그 주스 미심바디기 아니 센제니 아니 토든서 마코쇼스 다팅만 니와 포자디 잠발아니 곤 포자모라니 감부드 파카 담샤나 야 푸트야다 센지두 잠발아 아니 야마 체와도야 만도야 체와 용구요레스 카 담쇼스.
So you have to use your judgment on this size, the bigger one. Maybe this is about right. Maybe this size, something like this. If you make it a little bigger, it's a good experiment, but maybe your universe will be destroyed, and that's a problem. Then you have to start again.
제자다 감부드 체중 digams 포자는 디레스 제자 델레체 야베메나 타 링 야투르 야여로스 이메나 되나 제가 직된 감도 돌아치 뭐라서 양고는 소그레스.
So you are of course going to play God because you are creating a universe or you're making it expand. But actually you're not really God, you're more like Shiva, destroyer, because you can destroy your universe as well as create.
라 계란소 가르스라나 뒤저 튼도시 된가 라 계란소 안에 직된 거바 보차이레스 가질라나 계란소 감부 직된 된 포기하지 써야 여러 찍히나 계란소 직된 거바 보 sabla 가르차이레스라나 데 라온죽 차이레스 라온죽 직된 상마 메라당도 감부 또 용다스.
Okay, it's good. So we balloons and
쳔바이 탑시치
measure.
어디서 그대로 바이오레 카레
So and if you have the big size, tie the balloon so it's
감부 쳔보 소사나 민데 담 스파 두바 job
How many still working?
Last this group.
Finish. Now you make the diagram that Hubble made.
제가 다 참아서 다 타나 야돼요 아니.
So you have the distances for time 1, distances for time 2, and the difference or increase.
제가 다 가르치레스 라베메나 두주 당부 값라 아니 세 카르카라메디 당가 티자레스 니와 값라 카라메티레스타 당보다 니와니 체버디 야메나 아니 가제스 망아치메디 데제스ум바지 티자로스.
And the difference is an increase. It's like a speed. It's like a velocity.
제가 다 열기 침바 망으로 침바디 카르차도 요르슬라메나 아니 다 뇨르제도 간다마다 당가지 아니 토르 침디 교시하고 요르스.
So what Hubble did was he plotted velocity against distance. So you now will make a little graph just in your notebook, and it doesn't have to be super accurate, but try and make a graph where the vertical axis is the difference. So in this direction it's these numbers, and in this direction it's D1, right?
D1, yeah.
So it's these numbers. In other words, you say for galaxy 1, let me be specific. Let me make example, okay? So it's very clear. 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15. I'll show you examples, so very clear. So imagine galaxy 1, the first distance is 10, and the second distance is 18, and the difference is 8, okay? So example. So for the first galaxy, you say, the difference is 10 is here, and difference is 8, which is there, and the first distance is 10. So you go 8, 10. So the first galaxy makes this point. Imagine the second galaxy, you have 5, and you have 11, and you have 6. So the second galaxy, you have 6 and 5. So 6, 5. And that's what you do. And you make 1 point on this diagram for each of galaxies, and you have 9 points.
다 진짜서 단다야 많이는 제일 고수이 말다 조름 불라이다니. 개와 양양 임바데서 돌라. 다데 키란주 아벌기 지원하시 키란주 글롭데 그 나로라 당봉이라 딘데스 티스 틱 딘데스 티스 제자다 디네 야그체 데 खर्चा고 요르슬라비미나 단지 뒤직 당보지요. 뒤직 당보다 아니 뒤직 니와지요로. 제가 디니니 파르게 체바르 가져이미 단다 숨반을 거샤교 요로. 디 안기드조 디니 야 티아레스. 디니 야 티사딜라. 디 야 카티 오르슬라비미나 아니 안기니 체바르 요로. 당아 체바르 dil라신다. 체바르게 안기드조 디니 야 고야레스. 디네 파 요웨게 안기 디낭롤 칼고야레스 라비미나 कुछ नहीं जुदा दिने पाए क्यों खर को यार इस लावे बिना तुझे थंबो की अंकित को यार दास जैसा दी जंगदा शहर हुआ तब गेला के पेश आ रहे दिने पा खरे तुझे थंबो दी शहर हुआ तुझे थंबो दी दिने या खर्च यार लाना अन्य थंबो दा निवा के छेबर दी शहर हुआ जैसा ता खर लाना पेशा शना अन्य किरान जो गुजी थंबो जो यो अच्छा शास गुजी थंबो दी अन्य किरान थंबो से जेडू संभाला तुझे थंबो कब्सला अन्य को जंगदा दी अन्य जोता सेंटीमीटर मिलीमीटर खरे बिना अंके चुई बिना अन्य दी तुझे निवा कब्स से जेडू संभाल को जब ये छादियो रेस था रिंग चिरो जैसा कुनी नी जोता जब ये ने जो थे ना खजरे ये रो जैसा ये लड्डू संभाल था गुजे थंबो दी बिना ठीक दी काल खोली रसला ना यहाँ ड्राइव कसे दी देंगा दे चोंगा इना ये लड्डू दिगोसली रो जैसा दिल संबा दी खबदू ठीक दिना फा दूरो खबदू ठीक दिल दी खबदू फा दो बिना ठीक दिगाली ता टोटल थंबो या ठीक दिगाली रो दिगा ना चिता दी ओला फा खा दो रेस ला बिना तुझे थंबो थिया रो तुझे थंबो खरे चुरो चुसा ता Chugi ya kapdu da chu dine ya chu dine kapdu ste ge dine ba kapdu ste na khawa thu do chu kapdu ge kapdu de thu do chesa guzik thangbo de sai khawa thi ores la be na de la thi ores guzik thangbo di ta guzik niwa di be na thangbo kirang ka chen ji du zambala thuzu thangbo kapsla ane centimeter nga ina ane tingma niwa de chen ji du zambala centimeter chukji cha de na chukji ne nga de na khaze re thau ro chesa thau di khawa cha ores la be na 아니 툭디 도와질 차이로 툭 도와질지 단지 뒤서 당보값고 거래 nga로 제가 nga게 야캅두 툭기 파캅두 라디 도와질 차이도 제가 다 구징이어데 거다 야오르슬라나 엔데 질도 샤오레스 제가 데네 제제다 구지 당보니 제제 고아바도 구지 고요아 키나조 구디 아니 디 리모디 나로라 아니 책구 리리스 책구 거리도마 popshows
and the making the graph. But don't worry, if you made your measurements correctly, you have good data, okay? So don't worry about it. This you can take your time with.
제가 따제 지는 단지 토트니마 안기밥이야시도 디칼나 찌조 두룹 치와 세야드로 제가 찌조 두룹 치는 찌조 되게 가르뜨는 것도 디긴 로단 코림 치와 칸데스뜨는 것도 디트에마도 세야디 티리징 리모스기요 간조 그래프 간 파파 고로 디파비야 데다 디스 카고 여레스타 진제솔라 차서 다 당보 디가지 뒤주 당보가지 가래
당보아지가
중니로 근데 파 중니로
유니로
중니로
A couple of them are indecent. So, okay, wait, everyone. So I see some very good results, and for other people, you have the data, so you can take some more time and work on this or think about it and talk to other people.
제가 다 데르다 진제소 가시게네 에네 야고 쇠샤 가시게네 야고 마중니 든조 아니 제 갸체 아니 탄다 장도 든조 사사로 단지 지고 장가 지자임바 티 베주진 제가 디 베주 시샤 제제 아니 단다 티리징 리모나 파비아 든조 몬투네 냠디 다 소다 체쇼스